Weekly What's Up. I'm Olivia Bracia.
And I'm Tori Nagel.
And this is your Weird National News.
Our first news story comes from Buffalo, New York, where residents were complaining about a strong skunk-like odor in their neighborhood. This complaining and the smell went on for quite some time until Monday the police station came forward and admitted to housing hundreds of skunks, where they are freezed and later burned or killed by lethal injection. Residents lately have been referring to this scandal as Skunkgate, and fortunately these skunks are being moved to a new location.
I hate skunks.
Whenever I see them on campus here, I always run in the opposite direction. I never want to have to encounter one.
And they're all over the place too.
Yeah, it's creepy.
In our next news story, the world now has a 6,900-pound cheesecake. At the annual Cream Cheese Festival in Lowville, New York, Philadelphia cream cheese broke the Guinness World Record of the largest cheesecake. This cheesecake was big enough to serve about 24,500 people. I love cheesecake.
Oh my gosh, why are we not in New York?
I just had 2 dinners, and I could probably eat that entire cheesecake.
It's always a good time for cheesecake. One University of Wisconsin student has literally been eating his way through college. Eating competitively, that is. ABC News released a news story on Eric Dahl, who has won over $18,000 in winnings from eating competitions, and all of his proceeds go to his education. Dahl hopes to add an extra $1,000 to those winnings this weekend at the National Pizza Eating Contest, which is being held at the University of Wisconsin. Living the dream, man. I would love to eat and make money. Oh my gosh.
Do you think Virginia Tech offers that as a scholarship program, eating your way through college?
They should, since we're so
because
known for our food.
I'm on that.
Definitely.
In other news, a Pennsylvania man was charged with a DUI while driving on a lawnmower. The driver, Thomas Marone, was driving the mower on the road when the police pulled him over. The police say he smelled like alcohol and he had an open can of beer in the storage compartment. I guess that's a lesson not to drink and mow.
Oh my God. Just don't operate heavy machinery. Come on, it's just a simple rule. Well, ever heard of someone using the expression, they were so afraid something scared their pants off? Well, in one Pennsylvania haunted house, no pants are required. According to UPI.com, Pennsylvania Halloween Park is inviting visitors to their Naked and Scared Challenge. Only those 18 years or older are allowed to participate and strip down in a semi-private pre-show building. Now, the park has been stressing to everyone that no inappropriate sexual conduct will be tolerated, but
okay.
I don't think that's going to happen. All of that sounds really uncomfortable for me.
Sounds like risky business.
I can't do haunted houses as it is, so being naked in a haunted house would just be a nightmare for me.
In other news, Grand Valley State University was forced to take down a sculpture of a bipolar pendulum after it was repeatedly used to mock Miley Cyrus's new Wrecking Ball video. After the release of Cyrus's video, students across campus would jump on the sculpture and swing on it in an attempt to parody. The school took it down as a safety precaution and hopes to restore it in a safer place at a later date. I love Miley Cyrus and all, but I really don't think that's going to keep kids from making fun of her.
I don't think anything is going to stop people from making fun of her anymore. It's kind of unfortunate.
You do you, Miley, though, honestly. I love where you're going.
I'm personally not really a fan, but some of the hate she's getting is kind of ridiculous and extreme. But
yeah.
That's all for our Weird National News. But stay tuned, because when we return, we'll have Susanna and Jacob with Weird Science News.
Oh, what am I gonna do? I need a break from all this work. I really want to find stuff about sports around campus. What am I gonna do? There's no. What's going?
Hey man, looks like you're having some trouble there. Dude, you need to find VTTV, man. Channel
VTTV?
33.
What's that?
Dude, it's the place where you can find all your entertainment, sports, news, and special productions, man.
Oh, sweet. Thanks,
That's
bro.
where you gotta go, man.
Yeah. Oh, what am I gonna do? I need a break from all this work. I really want to find stuff about sports around campus. What am I gonna do? There's no. What's going?
Hey man, looks like you're having some trouble there. Dude, you need to find VTTV, man. Channel
VTTV?
33.
What's that?
Dude, it's the place where you can find all your entertainment, sports, news, and special productions, man.
Oh, sweet. Thanks,
That's
bro.
where you gotta go, man.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome back to a new season of Weekly What's Up. I'm Susanna Shepard.
And I'm Jacob Clore, and this is your Weird Science News.
This week has been rather amazing for the scientific community. The most remarkable breakthrough of this week is a molecule scientists have created that kills the HIV virus, which is the precursor to AIDS. Researchers at the Drexel University have determined that the molecule named DAVI, dual-action virolytic entry inhibitor, could potentially stop the spread of AIDS and cure people who have already been in contact with the disease. Basically, DAVI works by tricking the virus into thinking it is entering a healthy cell when there's nothing for it actually to infect. Instead, it releases its viral material, which essentially causes it to create its own demise.
Wow, that is quite the acronym to pronounce. That's just...
Think of how many people that could be cured from this one little molecule.
Wow. I mean,
It's amazing.
It's just something that is always talked about, and it really needs to be cured, and just, this is amazing, really.
It's a blessing.
Yeah, really. Who would have thought that a famous scientist would be on a national dancing competition? TV science personality Bill Nye, the science guy, has made it through another round of ABC's Dancing with the Stars. Nye dressed up as Beethoven and danced to the composer's Fifth Symphony. Although he had a slight slip-up at the end of his routine, he received relatively positive reviews from the judges. They thought his dance was fun and that he worked well with what he had. The judges' reviews were much more positive than last week's performance, where Nye dressed up as a mad scientist and danced the cha-cha. Apparently, he's a fan favorite, Susanna.
He was one of my heroes growing up. I remember watching him when I was little and thinking how cool he was.
Yeah, I mean, 3rd grade, my teacher never took us to the lunchroom. We just watched Bill Nye the Science Guy during lunch, and that was pretty much the best year of lunch.
I feel like such a
throughout
nerd
school.
saying that I admire him, but he is
I mean,
honestly-
he has like a great personality, and he's really funny, and that kind of made science fun when I was growing up.
Exactly. Next, have you ever been at a bar and found it seemingly impossible to get the bartender's attention?
I know, right?
It's so hard. Anyways, German researchers have actually created a scientific process that discovered the most effective way to get served first. No matter how much money you wave in front of their face, it all comes down to a 2-step process using body language. If one of these 2 moves aren't present, there's a less likely chance of getting served. First, the patron must stand directly at the bar counter. Secondly, the patron must stare at the bartender. These seem a little too obvious moves for me, and honestly, I was expecting the system to be a bit more complicated than just that. They even used a robot bartender that would only serve model customers if they did these 2 things. If the customer forgot one of the 2, the robot wouldn't serve him or her.
Wow, that is one tricky robot. We're gonna have to try that at the bar next time.
Talk about advancements in science.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it'll like make people be more aware of their body language. I'm just gonna stare down the bartender and be like, "You serve me right now.
Exactly.
I'm gonna stare at you until you serve me."
Exactly.
Have you ever heard of an eye, Susanna?
No.
This primate of Madagascar has a bushy tail like a squirrel, but ears and teeth of a rat, and an elongated middle finger.
It sounds adorable.
Yeah, that middle finger is definitely a conversation starter. According to legend, if the eye points its middle finger at you, you are doomed to die unless you slaughter it. So you better get your knife ready if it ever points its middle finger at you. In more realistic terms, the eye uses its middle finger to get grubs from the trees. Apparently it shakes the trees, and then that makes the grubs go pretty much crazy. Apparently it really has a problem with its prey, so... You don't want to make the eye mad. It's really awful.
Definitely don't want to be on its bad side.
Yeah, it'll just show its middle finger at you. This finger moves in a similar fashion to a human shoulder, apparently. Like many animals today, the eye is endangered due to a loss of habitat, apparently, and also due to its middle finger, which still gets people around there spooked. So
Well, it sounds kind of like the same American culture. If somebody flips you off in America,
Yeah.
it's kind of the same
It's a
reaction.
good thing there probably aren't too many cars, so.
True.
Yeah.
You still believe in all those old myths that we heard when we were little, like Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster?
Well, I never really believed them to begin with, but I'm sure people still do.
True. Well, it might change your skepticism because in Spain, a huge 13-foot creature was found off the coast of a beach on Sunday.
Maybe they've turned me, I don't know.
Well, officials have no idea what this thing could be, whether it's a dragon or a huge mutant fish. Here's a picture of the creature. Decide what you will about its nature.
It's just, I don't know, maybe it's got me believing, but I'll have to see the picture to believe it. Warning labels for drugs warn consumers against side effects, including nausea, dizziness, fainting, or even death. However, recent studies suggest that the warnings that are supposed to make us cautious actually make us want to acquire the drug. Who knew? A new study has found that having warning labels on products during commercials actually increases sales. A study done at New York University had participants watch 2 cigarette ads, one with a warning label and one without it. The study found that the ads with warning labels cause consumers to not buy the products in the short term, pretty much what you expect. But however, the warning labels increase the sales of the products in the long term. Apparently the warnings on commercials increase consumer trust in the company that produces the product.
I don't know. I think I would still not buy it if it
I
had a
mean,
warning label.
Personally, whenever I see those kind of things, I just kind of get creeped out because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to take this to help me, and it just causes all this stuff on the side.
Exactly. You took the words out of my mouth.
Yes.
Well, that's all we have for Weird Science News, but stay tuned because when we come back, we have Corey and Key with Girl vs. Food. Thanks.
Oh, what am I gonna do? I need a break from all this work. I really want to find stuff about like sports around campus. What am I gonna do? There's no. What's going?
Hey man, looks like you're having some trouble there. Dude, you need to find VTTV, man. Channel 33.
VTTV. What's that?
Dude, it's the place where you can find all your entertainment, sports, news, and special productions, man.
Oh, sweet. Thanks,
That's where you gotta go, man.
Yeah. Oh, what am I gonna do? I need a break from all this work. I really want to find stuff about like sports around campus. What am I gonna do? There's no. What's going?
Hey man, looks like you're having some trouble there. Dude, you need to find VTTV, man. Channel 33.
VTTV. What's that?
Dude, it's the place where you can find all your entertainment, sports, news, and special productions, man.
Oh, sweet. Thanks,
That's where you gotta go, man.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Corey Purvis.
And I'm Kaylee.
Welcome back to Weekly What's Up. This is your segment of
Girls versus Food. Today we're going to show you how brave we are with food by trying the weirdest food combinations available and that people have admitted to in person.
That's right, the weirdest food combinations. We're talking about watermelon sriracha sauce, banana and mayonnaise sandwiches, and french fries with ice cream.
So let's get started, shall we? First, we have apples with barbecue sauce. Sounds delicious, doesn't it?
Sounds delicious. I'm really excited for this one.
All right, so here we have some apples that we got from Owens, along with the Kraft barbecue sauce.
The classic.
You want to be the first?
We should do it together.
Nah, no, please.
Yeah,
please.
no.
Ladies
Let's do it
first.
together.
I mean, never mind.
What? Okay, ready? Is
I just don't want
this
to
is
do
gonna be really good. Just pretend it's gonna be really good. I'm lucky I have a cold right now. So
Just
hopefully I
gonna-
won't taste this.
You know, apple with cheese, it can't be that bad. What?
More than that.
I mean, come on. It's very, okay, fine.
Are you ready?
3, 2, 1.
They're not that bad. They're kind of bad. But I don't know who eats this, but
I can see why people like it. It's salty.
it's like a salty
With like
sweet.
a bit of sweetness.
Right, it's
but
kind of tangy, but
no.
I would not go out of my way to do
no.
this.
It's no. I mean, whoever found out, that's great. You got a really interesting palate, but this is just not for the rest of us. Sorry. All right.
We're gonna put that back.
All right. So
Anyway,
on to the next food combination we have here today.
yes.
Disgusting.
Right, that was pretty gross.
All right. Next we have bacon with peanut butter. Now I'm a pretty big fan of bacon, so whoever discovered this better not ruin, my love for bacon here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And actually, isn't bacon and peanut butter what Elvis used to eat?
No, I thought it was
Is that
like
what it was?
peanut butter sandwiches with cocaine. Isn't that what it is?
I don't think it was cocaine.
All right. So Corey,
Yeah.
Corey has creamy peanut butter.
Maybe some bacon here that I pulled off a bacon cheeseburger. That's the only way you can get bacon around here, apparently.
And I have extra crunchy peanut butter because that's definitely
No,
the way to go.
creamy is how you
no,
do it.
No, crunchy. You want the
Look at that.
texture.
Smooth, beautiful peanut butter.
Look at that. It's like packaged and sealed and all ready for it. All right. Do you have a knife?
No.
Or are we just dipping it in?
We'll just dip it.
All right. We'll dip it apparently.
Okay.
All right. So ready.
So
So
here we
you're
go.
gonna do it with the creamy, and I'll do it with the crunchy.
Dipping's not really working out.
You gotta get more than that.
That's
Look at this
right.
huge chunk. All right.
I don't. Well, I was too my fingers. Okay. Anyway.
Ready? Bon appetit. I can't taste the peanut butter.
So that crunchy kind, the creamy stuff you can taste.
I need another bite.
It's kind of weird. It's like meaty and peanut butter.
It's rich.
Yeah.
It's very rich.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not that bad. If you guys want to try a peanut butter and bacon sandwich, I guess
It's probably better in sandwich form.
It wouldn't be that bad actually. So
No.
you guys should definitely try it.
Peanut butter bacon.
No,
Do that.
that was interesting, in a way, I guess.
We're moving on to something a bit more spicy. Watermelon and sriracha sauce.
Now, for those of you who don't know, Sriracha sauce is a spicy chili paste sauce frequently used in fun other Vietnamese cooking. It's savory, it's delicious, and this is actually the first time I'm using it on watermelon. Apparently, this is a really common combination in South America.
Yeah, Mexico. They're actually in. They also have
They have like watermelon and chili.
candies and stuff.
Flavored
so
candy.
They do this a lot with their watermelon.
So, yeah, here we have watermelons from Owens again.
From Owens.
And
They did not pay
Sriracha
us for
sauce.
this.
All right.
Nice. I'm a big fan of both, but not.
Here's a big.
What is wrong with you?
And I think we're good. All right. No.
Oh my god, this is disgusting.
This just it
Well,
already
the first
smells.
bite's just normal watermelon. So
All right. I mean, I'm actually gonna break it off and make sure that
that is so lame.
I still have like a big piece. All right. You ready? All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Ah! No, girl! Ew! Oh my god!
You made the napkin.
I don't think you want it, so you don't want it!
Yeah, man, I'm gonna
That's
just
disgusting.
swallow that. Oh my
This
god.
apple. Oh my
I'm
god.
like about to cry. That was
I'm
that
literally watering right now.
That was just really gross.
Gross. That was pretty gross.
Let's get that out of here. Let's throw this away.
Please just get rid of it.
Throw this away.
Thank God. All right. Well, that was probably the worst one that we've tried so far. We only have
I don't
two
think
more
you
to
can get
go.
worse than that.
No,
to be
it's
honest.
that's probably our
So-
lowest. That's probably our lowest food combination for today. Next we have
Next we have
banana
bananas and
mayonnaise.
This was recommended to us by a friend of ours.
A
who's
dear friend of ours
Yes.
said this was very common from where he came from, and he is from America. So,
from North Carolina.
North
Apparently
Carolina.
A little weird.
yeah.
Alright, here you
All
go.
right, I'll take this one. Thanks.
Okay, we each have our own mayonnaise packet.
Awesome. Once again, we got this from Owens. So.
No, this is from DX.
Those are from you?
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry,
here we go.
Owens.
Sorry, misinformation.
I don't know how we're gonna do this. Oh,
We could just like squirt it on there.
True. Let's just do that.
Yeah, that's totally fine. Oh, this is so gross. This is gonna be gross. You ready?
Wait, no, not ready. Oh, that's disgusting.
As you can see, there's mayonnaise on the banana. So we are actually doing this. This is not a joke.
This is not.
I wish it was a
special
joke.
effects here.
Ready?
Oh my god, this is gross.
3, 2, 1. Do you have another napkin?
Not bad.
I can't talk. You know what we said about the sriracha and the watermelon? We were totally wrong. This is the new bad thing. This is like worse than that. I don't even know how that's possible. Corey can't even swallow. Look, she's like getting all teary eyed. Go spit it out, darling. Just go. All right. I'm sort of
Oh my
hoping.
god.
What'd you think of that?
I have another apple. That is disgusting.
It's like the apple's your palate cleanser or
Yeah,
something.
it's
Yes, right?
I like that.
All right, so we're on to our final food combination of the day.
I'm actually very excited for this one.
French fries and vanilla ice cream. This can't be that bad.
Can't be that bad. French fries, ice
Because like
cream.
it's, I think it's gonna be like a waffle cone, honestly. Like the French fries crispy, sort of like a waffle cone, and it should taste
It got that sweet salty thing going.
exactly
It
that
always
sweet
works
salty thing
out.
going on. All right, so as you can see, French fries from Owens again.
Ice cream from Owens.
Exactly. There you
We
go.
love Owens.
You ready? All right, this is our final one. So once this is over, no more weird food
It's kind of
combination.
melting, but that's some sprinkles too. That's cool.
I thought you hated sprinkles. No?
That's ketchup.
Okay. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, wasn't that bad?
No, it's good. I'll do it again.
It's really sweet, and it's
It's
got like
ice
that
cream.
nice salty
Yeah, and the crispy fries.
aftertaste, and it's
Perfect
really good.
combination. Recommend this to anyone.
Yeah, definitely. Like on a fall day or summer day, whichever one that you
Or
guys
winter day
prefer.
or spring day.
Not a winter day. Not a winter day. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's it for the first episode of Girls vs. Food.
Join us next week when we start to sample some of the amazing restaurants that we have around Blacksburg.
Till then,
Bon appetit.
bon appetit.
Oh, what am I gonna do? I need a break from all this work. I really want to find stuff about like sports around campus. What am I gonna do? There's no. What's going?
Hey man, looks like you're having some trouble there. Dude, you need to find BTTV, man. Channel 33.
BTTV. What's that?
Dude, it's the place where you can find all your entertainment, sports, news, and special productions, man.
Oh, sweet. Thanks,
That's
bro.
where you gotta go, man.
Yeah. Oh, what am I gonna do? I need a break from all this work. I really want to find stuff about like sports around campus. What am I gonna do? There's no. What's going?
Hey man, looks like you're having some trouble there. Dude, you need to find VTTV, man. Channel 33.
VTTV. What's that?
Dude, it's the place where you can find all your entertainment, sports, news, and special productions, man.
Oh, sweet. Thanks,
That's
bro.
where you gotta go, man.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Weekly. I'm Macy Kinder,
And I'm Renee Miller.
and this is your weekly fashion disasters. In our first natural disaster, you see artist Terrence Coe rocking the penguin look.
He looks very strange to me, more like the abominable snowman.
To be inside, it looks pretty warm.
Yeah, I guess it's just a Chinese.
He looks like he's gonna
outfit.
go mush dogs. You know
That's
the dog
true.
mushers
That is
behind
true.
the sled? What's that called? Is that just dog mushing?
I guess if that rocks his boat. Next up, we have Renee Curzio from Mob Wives wearing something from my middle school closet or Snooki's mother. I'm not quite sure.
If that was my mom, I'd be embarrassed.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be out in public in that.
Looks a few sizes too small.
But yeah, just the arm length is, I don't know, just the whole thing just looks tacky to me.
Linda Ramon seems to be rocking a picnic, would you call it maybe a picnic blanket kind of look over here?
Kind of like a kilt, like she's from Ireland a little bit.
But I'm not exactly sure. She kind of threw it on with like, are those black leggings?
Or black jeans.
Either way, it's not working.
Painted on, something like that. Next up is Hilary DeVee. It kind of looks like a mixture of Ariel and Ursula just mixed together.
I'm thinking Alice in Wonderland. You know how it's very vivid, kind of
Yeah.
like with the trees or the
Mhm.
flowers. Like she's like an upside down flower. Next up is Linda Ramon. What do you think about this outfit?
I think like her and some tigers got together and just had a joyride.
She kind of looks like Reba McEntire, maybe with like Flintstone. She got the dog collar, so she's like a punk Reba McEntire Flintstone.
The opposite of Reba McEntire.
Yes, exactly.
Next up is Cee Lo Green. As you can see, he's wearing nothing but green.
He reminds me of St. Patrick's Day.
Look at the Irish.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Next up is singer Darlene Love. What do you think about her Elmo look? Does she look like she's from Sesame Street?
A little bit, but I think she just picked up the kitchen rug and just wrapped it around her.
I don't know. I think she looks like a giant stop sign. She's holding up a stop.
I'd probably stop for that. Next up is Karinka Kesher. Kind of looks like to me that her sewing machine just blew up on her.
I don't know. Maybe she couldn't decide what to wear.
Just put it all together, mash it all up.
Do you think there were actually two separate jackets they combined to one?
Who knows?
In Music and Legato Chocolate's outfit, I'm feeling a little bit questionable about what
His gender.
I was gonna say what he's wearing, but I guess that works too.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we have Rosanna Arquette. It kind of blurs my eyes a little bit. It's kind of more like an optical illusion to me.
I'm thinking Olympic ice skater.
Mm-hmm. That works too.
And model Ruby Rose picture, you see her rocking some sort of Lady Gaga look.
Well, she's definitely preaching the Lord at some point.
And her top kind of looks like something from the new Miley Cyrus video. So kind of the white vest. I'm seeing a little Miley Cyrus.
Definitely getting her inspiration from somewhere. Next up is actress Sue Pollard. Have you guys ever seen Nanny McPhee? Because she's totally rocking that look.
She looks like a crazy cat lady.
How many cats do you think she has?
By the look at that outfit, not enough. That's all for our weird fashion disasters. Tune in next week for some more weird news.
I'm Susanna Shepard.
And I'm Jacob Clore. How was it?
And
Hot.